became over-emotional, argued over absolutely nothing at all, and refused to admit when they were wrong. I hate to say it, but I think it's overwhelming. The same evidence, though, they said there was a rumor floating around that beer distracts your attention. And I got to disagree with that one. I mean, if you want to get my attention, buy me a beer. Speaking of beer, I was back in Ireland for St. Patrick's Day last month. Found a pub that just happened to be serving Guinness. What are the odds of that? About half, maybe 7 pints later, got wrapped up in a high-stakes poker game with a bunch of leprechauns. Okay, now, they truly are the luckiest bastards in the world, or they cheat. That's all there is to it. Do 4 clovers really beat a royal straight flush? I don't think so. So I call bullshit. Immediately I call bullshit. They bring the rule book over. It's about this big. It's green. It's written in Gaelic. Like, I'm going to read it. All right. Okay, that's cool. You want your money? Here's your money. Get your money. Here's your money. Here's your money. Here's your money. Let me tell you, you don't know what pain is until you've been headbutted in the nuts by a leprechaun. Tough little fuckers. So, I don't know who invented them, but I think Santa Claus had something to do with it. Okay, I don't know. So on the way back from Ireland, I got my hands on a USA Today. Figured I'd catch up what's going on in the hometown. Apparently, the U.S. debt right now is approaching $1 trillion. And the vast majority of this is owed to the Japanese. Far be it from me to give investment advice to the Japanese, but I don't think I'd lend $1 trillion worth of goods and services to a guy who can't remember if he got a blowjob from his secretary. I don't think they're going to get their money back. Apparently, Mexico is going to take a different strategy right now. Mexico wants to borrow $1 billion from the United States. However, they're willing to leave $500 million of their people as collateral. An interesting technique. They're further going to put in writing that the United States can keep them until every nickel is paid back. The only thing worse than having to borrow money, truly, is if you have to borrow it from a woman. Forget the fact that your ego just goes down to the equivalent of a McDonald's clerk. It's the 4 or 5 hours of torture they're going to put you through. Inevitably, at the end of it, you're going to have to say, all right! You're successful. You make more money. You have a great job. I am a loser. I'm a bum. Are you going to lend me the money or not? Oh, it's no wonder England has so much money. You think anybody wanted to go to Margaret Thatcher for a loan? Please. Anybody watch the Discovery Channel? Yeah, I think it's a crock of shit. Personal opinion. I saw a special a couple of months ago, and apparently the salmon supply in North America is diminishing at an alarming rate. And expert scientists don't know what to do. Here's a thought. You think you should do something about the 2-ton grizzly bears upstream eating about 800-900 salmon a minute? You think that might be a good start? I don't know a lot about the ecosystem, but an animal that spends half his life eating our food and sleeping the other half doesn't appear to be contributing too much. You know? If you're trying to tell me you can't go into South Central LA, find a couple of loose AK-47s, head back up into the mountains, find some Eskimos that might have some free time on their hands and start taking them out? My Lord. I mean, you don't have to pay them in cash. We could pay them in Klondike bars. What do these scientists do all day long? It's amazing. Then apparently the Canadians are disputing the fact that Christopher Columbus discovered the New World. Their contention is an explorer by the name of Leif Erikson discovered Newfoundland 50 years earlier. Newfoundland, the New World. What kind of indigenous creatures do you think were roaming the face of Newfoundland in the 15th century? My Lord, that's like going up into space and discovering Pluto. Christopher Columbus landed in the Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands. First word, virgin. Translation, nobody has been there before. You're the first guy in. I mean, you could spell it out for these historians, but they still get it wrong. But the one that threw me over the edge. I saw a special a couple of weeks ago with Dr. Jane Goodall. And according to Dr. Jane Goodall, human beings these days are wasting their entire lives going into work just so they can buy materialistic things and more materialistic things that they can put inside of their materialistic things. So I thought to myself, well, shit, you mean I've been getting up every day, going to work, busting my ass, so I could buy a nice house, a nice car, a country club membership, when all the while I should have been in the woods sleeping with gorillas? Fuck. My Lord, I couldn't take it. I was walking around the house for hours. Oh, God. Tried to call my doctor. He wouldn't pick up. Nobody would talk to me. I had no other choice. I had to call the suicide hotline. I get this woman on the phone. She's like, hello? Oh, yeah, I got to talk to somebody. I got to talk to somebody. She says, calm down. Calm down. She says, tell me about yourself. I said, well, you know, my name's Mike. I spend half my time in Kuala Lumpur. I spend the other half on the North Pole. I have only 2 friends. One of them's the Grinch. The other one's invisible. I breed gay dogs for a living. I secretly follow Ronald McDonald around in my spare time. I hate Santa Claus. I hate leprechauns, Dr. Jane Goodall, and I'm a lesbian. She's like, okay, buddy, just pull the trigger. Listen, I'm not... Thanks for the help. In all seriousness, I've been out here for about 12 years. I've been selling fitness memberships for 15 years, 12 of them here in Asia. I'm talking all over, everywhere. And I thought I had pretty much seen and heard it all. No. A couple of weeks ago, this couple comes into the club. The best damn club in Malaysia, Celebrity Fitness, I might add. Got to pay the bills. Still got to pay the bills. Still got to pay the bills. Got to pay the bills. Anyway, they wanted to see the club. Sure, we'll show you the club and everything. To tell you they're from London, England. So, show them around the club. The wife loves the club, of course. So we get her signed up, and as we're doing the paperwork right now, I felt obligated to ask the gentleman, I said, sir, why aren't we getting you started now? He said, I have my own fitness routine. I had to ask, of course. And what does this routine consist of? He said, I play in a dart league 3 nights a week. A dart league. Let me get this straight. You actually pick up an object that weighs 1.5 ounces and you hurl it through the air, completely unassisted, 10 feet. You then follow it up with a 3-meter cardiovascular workout. Try it with your bare hands from a corked dartboard. Twist your body 180 degrees and follow it up with an additional 3-meter cardiovascular workout while simultaneously carrying a pint of beer. What was I thinking? Jesus. Sir, might I suggest something? Why don't you just get yourself a home gym? You know, like PlayStation 2? That way you could stay in shape during the off-season. Oh, it was all I could do not to ask him what his definition of sex was.